Hey, so what's up, everybody? So I just wanted to quickly go over a couple of things regarding your profession, skill up, and we'll just hang on. Let's quickly open up the tab first. Life skills. So gathering and processing, crafting. Okay. I just want to point out a couple of things. First of all, it's imperative if you want to level up these skills fast, that you actually make purchases for the Anastaea's Blessing, the Ordinus Secret Arts, and obviously the Fighting Package, okay? Because they're all going to give you profession buffs. Now, this isn't pay to win, okay? This is, for me, a quality of life purchase. I can grind away for the same number of hours, getting the same equipment and everything else, the same materials. Obviously my skills are going to go up slower, but if I make these purchases, then my skill goes up exponentially faster. I also want to say and point out that if you make the purchase in-game for the buff in the towns, it also makes a massive difference, okay? So purchase it. So it's worth getting, okay? So just, I would suggest if you can get them, buy them. The next one we want is I can only get the Master Elixir Tier 2 right now. Unfortunately, the auction house didn't have any Tier 3s, so it is what it is. You've also got accelerated gathering and skill enhancements elixirs for when you go and skill out. Okay, so we're just going to focus purely on professions, alright? Okay, so I've got the Master Elixir there. The next thing you want to do is obviously go to the statue in town and make your purchase, alright? And you want the profession enhancing booster there. So we're going to buy that one, alright? Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go across to my base. Now, you'll see that my house at the moment, my base, is within a fairly good range of the guild one, which is in a PvP area, okay? Now, I mention that specifically now because if it's in a PvP area, you get even more XP, okay? And if you're in range of your own altar and the guild altar, and the guild altar is in a PvP zone, you're going to get exponential XP reward, okay, for your professions. So, and I'll show you that now. Normally, when I'm out without any buffs and any skill purchase, anything like that, well, it's very dark today, then my XP usually is about 90 XP, I think, per node that I hit, okay? I'm just going to craft these here. So this will give us XP as well. Right, don't do silver, but I did gold. Now, I'm not quite there, unfortunately, to do the code, because I need 30 skin. Okay, so we get them going. While I'm in the area, you can see there, I've got now smelting experience at the moment. I'm getting 63 per one that's created, alright, or made, alright? Now, I'll quickly run over to this iron node over here, and there's a cobalt node, so we'll just get the iron node here now. Alright, now we're within the range of my guild one and also my personal one. There's 508 XP per one on there, okay? So we're getting about, let's just say 508 for each one. Alright, I'm now going to consume this as well. And we're going to run over to the next node over there. So we're going to run over to the cobalt node over there. It makes no difference. Cobalt, iron, doesn't matter. They all give you the same experience. So don't get stressed about you not being able to find a specific resource you want to XP on. Obviously stones don't give you anything, but there you go. Right, so there's 583 mining. Okay, and if I do a good hit, it's 1764 or something. So that's pretty phenomenal. That will get my level up pretty quick, and it does. So this is what I need to focus on at the moment, because I want to be able to start smelting cobalt. I mean, I'd like to do mythical as well, but right now, let's just get it to 50 so I can do the cobalt. And once I can do the cobalt, then I can start looking more into building a ship, because that's obviously what we want to go ahead and do. That was my objective for this weekend. I'm going to try and build a ship. Okay, because I think you can do trading in the ships. So you can actually, it's like a caravan mount, I guess. I mean, is it called caravan? I don't think so. But you can do trading with them, so you can go from one harbour to the other. And I want to give it a go. You can also fish from your ship. So I want to give that a go. And I think you can also PvP in a ship by making pirates, I guess. Making a pirate ship. I don't really want to do any pirate shipping, really. It's not my thing. I want to go south. What am I doing? But I do want to go out there and experience the high seas, because the ground's great. I love it, running around the areas, chopping the trees and getting the lumber and, you know, the rocks and everything else you get, the minerals. But I also want to try out just going around the ship. I mean, be your own captain. Go where you want. I don't know. It just sounds like fun, and it's not something I've done yet in this game, so it's definitely something I want to get myself a level up to. Now, this does take time getting your skills up. It's a lot of hours. It's a lot of time. It costs a lot, so you've got to do them caravans. Of course, I went to do a caravan last night. They decided to do a patch on the servers, which, by the way, I said to you several weeks ago on my stream that they were looking at implementing the take all button for chests and boxes. And guess what? Chests in the open world and the dungeons now have a little box that allows you to take all. So if you ever want proof that the devs are listening and they're actually trying to do quality of life fixes for players, so they can, you know, they have direct input into the game and development, there's proof for you. Alright? I discussed this with, I think it was, I can't remember the name, one of the devs, about 3 weeks ago initially, 4 weeks ago. And they said that could be a potential thing to put in. And lo and behold, that was actually implemented on yesterday's patch. So, you know, if you want direct input into how the game's built, similar to what they were doing on Ashes of Creation. I'm not going to get that wrong, but that died, didn't it? But this hasn't. This is full release, so we're good. But no, if you want direct input, you can put your suggestions in, and they listen. The devs listen, and if it's a good idea, and they think it's something that the rest of the community will enjoy, they implement it. Now, they have put some changes in as well that people are a bit annoyed about, but I'm not expecting it, because it doesn't affect me, and honestly, it doesn't really bother me. I think it's something about stuff not being found in chests, but it doesn't bother me. I'm not that far into the game. Like I say, I'm only level 70. I haven't got a level 100. I'm not power leveling myself up in the levels. I want to experience the game, and that's what I'm doing. I'm not going into groups that are 100 and getting power leveled that way or anything like that. But although you can, if you want to get your guildies maxed out level quick, easily done. Get them in a group, go to a dungeon, or go and do it, kill level 100 mobs with them in the group, just sitting back, and the XP is massively fast for you. Really is massively fast. So, you know, it's whatever you want to do in the game. It's whatever you want to get out of the game, really. I think I mentioned yesterday on the stream, while I was streaming, I got my 2 Sons the game yesterday, or through the week while it was on offer. And they're going to be playing with me today. We're going to actually create new characters on the European servers, and we're going to have a little play around together. So that'll help them sometime today. It is Mother's Day, so they are trying to focus on their mother today. In Europe, it is Mother's Day. Got to look after our mothers. Alright, so we're chucking away here. As you can see, I've got 1764 for a node. I've just got one hit there, one strike on the node. So it really does work. These buffs are just so worth it in my opinion. You could spend like 3 or 4 times, 5 times, 10 times longer getting your professions up. But let's just say you want to experience, even just for 1 month, you just wanted to say, you know what, I'm going to 100% focus on my profession, and that's what I'm going to do. Pay for it for 1 month. Max yourself out, and then you don't have to buy it again if you don't want to. All of these purchases, the 29, or rather the 30-day and the 15-day purchases, are only really required while your characters are lower levels. And once you get up, if you don't actually, they're not even required, honestly. But once you get up, you don't need them anymore. You don't have to purchase them anymore. You don't want them anymore. You've got your characters where you need them to be. I think once I get my mining, for example, up to 75, I won't need it. I mean, I might want to get one again just to get my character level up. I might want to get it again to get my my weapon skill up. But it's cold. So yeah, for me at the moment, quality of life, I was like, $26. Let's just buy it. People are paying more than that for their monthly subscriptions on World of Warcraft, right? So, alright, I just saw there that my smelting is now level 30, which means, if I'm not wrong, and I am off. I should be able to smelt. Christ, where are you? It's on processing. I should be able to now smelt cobalt, right? I think I can I'm pretty sure I can smelt cobalt now. So that's what I've been looking at. I've been trying to get the cobalt. Now, I think mithril might be 50. I'm not certain. I did actually do quite well earlier. I was just having a little play around before I started streaming, and I managed to get 2 legendary bees. So that's another 2 bees that I'll be making up there. So I'm going to get them pushed out today. I don't know what it is about the beekeeping. I just find it very satisfying. I don't even know what the stuff's used for. I don't even know. I've not used anything from the beehives yet. I just know that I'm getting resources from them. Give them a clean once every other day, and it's good to go. Not too much hard work there. Looks like it's cobalt. I think that's gold in the distance, but it'll probably turn out to be sulfur, which will be fine soon as well, because I'll be able to get the sulfur as well. So we'll just keep going. Look at that, 583. And then 1176. I'm sorry, but this is freaking cool. This is the way to get it up, guys. Because I was getting outside of my clan zone of effect, if you like. I was just getting, basically, I was going down there getting some coal. Because I wanted to put some steel up together. I just wanted to see what it's like. I was getting 90 XP per node, if you like, per strike. Per gather. 90 XP. And then I like, this is just absolutely crazy slow. But I did it for a while because I wanted to get the coal. And obviously the coal's all the way across at the southwest, so yeah, down near Meadow. You get a lot of coal, a lot of iron down there. You also get silver down there as well, which I was quite surprised about. I didn't realise that the silver was down there. So yeah, I went down there for a while. I thought, this would be cool, I could do this, but I'm so far out of range from my clan and personal altars that, like I say, the XP was 90 per hit. As opposed to, I've just got 1764 again there. Twice. 176, oh my life. So this is definitely the way to go, guys. I'm getting heavy. Did I not drop all my stuff off? No, I didn't. Look at that. What a dumbass. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to quickly get this cobalt and then we're going to run straight back to the... Oh, no, look. Can't even ride it. My horse can't move because I'm overweight. Shit. Okay. And you can't teleport either while you're overweight, just so you know. So I'm going to have to have a look at stuff that I can actually throw away, I guess. I don't know. Damn it. Alright, so I'm only just overweight, so it's not much. You see, I brought all of these quality creature extracts and all that kind of stuff with me. Yeah. I shouldn't have done, right? But we're not too bad. We're only a kilo over, so let's see what we've got that's a kilo in weight that I could probably throw away. Construction lumber, honestly, is just so cheap to make. I'll just throw it. I don't even need the construction lumber, honestly, so... Yeah. Alright, so we can carry on. For a little while, anyway. I probably do need to run back to base, but that's just... that's a real pain now. Yeah, let's just run back. There is no point in me doing the full loop while I'm overweight, and I'm going to get encumbered really quickly. If that's gold, I'll stop. Yeah. Also, I could probably get that cobalt cooking. Well, I have got the gold and what have you. I can get some of that cooking as well. So might as well just go back. This is going to make me swim, and it's so slow swimming. It's like, should I go all the way across around the outside there, or should I just swim across? And swimming is very slow. But hey, it's pretty. I mean, that's as good as anything on Ark Ascended or, you know, any other game I played really at the moment. Got the nice water effects off you, got the bubbles going up as you breathe, you've got your oxygen marker there as you do on most games anyway, so yeah, I like it. I don't know if you can get water maps and stuff like that. I don't think you can. Don't know. Now that's something that would be very cool if you can get like seals and stuff like that. You know, I think everyone's flipping over there. This is getting very close now to Ashes of Creation, and it is. I'm not gonna lie. This is. I was playing Ashes of Creation because it scratched that MMORPG itch that I had. I didn't want to go back to World of Warcraft. I did start playing Soulframe, and I'm very much enjoying Soulframe, by the way. What an amazing game. But the area's just there for test at the moment, really, the area that is there. And I found that, you know, I really wanted to get into a game I can get my teeth into that's released. It's not going to like it. And have some fun on. So here we are. I do have other things like Guild Wars 2. You know, I've got loads of MMORPGs, MMO games. But this one, I don't know. I think this one's got a real future. I'm enjoying the quality of life fixes they put in. I'm enjoying the content. I'm enjoying. I mean, yes, we do need more quests, upper level quests. That's 100% certain. We need upper level quests, but they're coming. And no doubt they're going to be here. And by the way, these guys are patching stuff and fixing stuff and balancing stuff. It's just somebody's definitely keeping the team motivated. And they're doing a bloody good job on it, so I'm going to keep on playing as long as they keep on fixing. I do have moments where I'm like, well, what shall I do? I mean, I'm only level 70. I don't want to grind all the way to 100 if I don't have to. I mean, I'll do it gradually. But what do I want to do today? Well, this weekend I decided I want to focus directly on shipbuilding. So that's why I'm getting my mining skills up, my smelting skills up, because to make the ships, you need the, I think it was cobalt, so. No, but I'm going to double check. I'll go back anyway at some point and I'll check and then make all this up and get this cooking. I don't care if I leave the door open. I don't think anyone can do anything. I might be mistaken, but yes, I need some lights in here. I agree, I'll do that as well. But right now, let's see if we can actually smelt the cobalt. There it is, look, see? We can start smelting cobalt, so let's get that cooking on that one. Take all the cobalt out of this. About 1,000 there. Some obsidian, some silver ore there. I don't need some. So, we do have more iron as well, so we can get them cooking. Bits of cobalt. Let's leave the water on right now, so let's get that there. Let's get some iron. This is the way you do it. You've got to do 3 or 4 of them at a time. Now, we're going to drop all our stuff off this time. I'm not running around with all that bloody heavy stuff on me again. Right. drop off all these logs and everything in this huge heavy stuff that I should not be carrying around with me, honestly. These are 5 days still, so I need more stone to get the days up there a little bit higher. That's fine. Alright, what we'll do now is I'm going to put this in place because that's the sort of placing for my boxes. That's how I've worked it, so I do by type, and then as I go along I can just drop them straight in. So that's what I've been working on doing. So now if I go along this, I can go straight along. I've not been trying to overfill them because I've noticed that if you try to overfill, then you need another stack of 1,000, and then you're like, ah shit, I've got no more space, and you got to start and get more space again. So, but that's where we're at with that one. Good. Alright, so we've got this one. Flags, yep. They look like flags. They're flags to me. I don't care. And we've got scales down there, those down there. No, I think that's it. Don't think I've got much else to put in there. I've got a couple of bits here. That's an element of stone. Now, that one, I'm not even sure what they're used for yet. Honestly, I have not got that far. But I will. Slow but sure. As you can see, now everything's dropped in the correct places. Now, bee stuff, which I should have put out there earlier before I went anywhere after I'd cleaned out the bees. Yesterday, actually, I should have dropped all my bee stuff in there, especially even the bees that I've got new bees here as well. So this is all bee cleaning stuff. There is no need for me to run around with all that stuff inside. Alright, we do have more stuff to put in, more boxes and more chests over here, so let's go real quick. I said I did that one. I think I did that one as well. Here we go. That's the potions one. Where are you? Power stone. Yes. Alright, so I think there's something about power stones not dropping somewhere. That's what I heard someone raging about. Power stones don't drop from certain places now like they used to. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't intend to. Yet. Stimulate that one. Right, so one that goes down quite a lot. Okay, so everything's cooking. We're getting skill ups as we go. See. I'm going to close the doors this time as I exit. There we go. And we're going to push on with our XP though, I believe. We've got 38 minutes left on there. So we're going to go directly south again. And we're going to start going down to the, I think probably the southeast kind of side this time. Of the river there. And hopefully pick up the nodes that I missed last time. So we should be down there within about, I think about 3 minutes. So I'm not wasting too much. I've gone back up there. I've sorted out the smelting, so I'm getting the smelting XP while I'm here. That's cooking away. As you can see, my altars are ready for level ups if I want them to. So I can make them quite large. But we're going to leave them for now. It'd be nice when I can start getting this, because there is so much adamantium. Hang on. Adamatite? Anyway, that stuff There's a fair bit just near the base though. And we've got plenty of cobalt in the area, especially as we start on the south. Stay in the desert. Great for mithril, great for cobalt, great for adamant. Great for my adamantite. Whatever. Adamantite. Hang on. I'm going to check it again. Adamantite. I think that's what it's called. Let's get on the horse. I thought I was on the horse there. I hadn't quite finished the animation. Adamantite. Come on. Adamantite. There it is. Adamantite. Okay, it's not so hard, is it? It's like adamantium or unobtainium. You know, all these games take all this stuff. Marvel can make some stuff like that. But adamantite. There you go. Unobtainium. Name that movie. Come on. Avatar. I freaking love that. I tell you what, yeah, I like them. I can kill these few round here, just so I can get the let's gather a few. And here. What? That was unbelievable. Wow. I died so fast there. That was just like one hit. Holy crap. That was shocking. Holy... that's a first. That is a first. Alright, we're going to run directly west. Holy crap. I honestly thought I could take a few hits while I killed a few of them. But they just instantly whacked me one hit. Bang. What's up? Damn, that was quick. Instant death, like they hit me once. That's shocking. And I know I sound a bit shocked like that. That's because I've been hunting level 100 stuff. But yeah. That was crazy. We'll be staying away from these for now. So I'm just a bit too tough for me. That was my own fault, overconfidence, whatever it is. I thought I could take it, honestly. Yeah. Damn. Alright, it's getting very dark again now, guys. Come on, this, you see, as it gets to, like, dusk, it gets extremely bright because I guess the angle of the sun. Now, we went through a period on, again, Ashes of Creation, because it was just being developed, where it did a similar kind of thing. Now, your map shouldn't be pitch dark like this as well. You don't really need that to be darkened off, guys. But we went through a similar thing where the lighting, for some reason on the Unreal Engine, the lighting just kind of didn't... It kind of overdid things, so it made it too dark or too bright. In fact, there was a period of time when it went so bright as the sun rose, you couldn't see anything like this. Right, so the sun's rising now, but it was so bright you couldn't see anything. Now I understand what they're doing because we've been complaining about it. That the instant transition from light to dark is just too much. And now they're trying to work on it, and you can see they're trying to work on it because now it's becoming more gradual. So they are working on this, guys. They're working on it, so I can accept that. Yes, the game should probably still be in like maybe a beta phase. But they released it to get everyone on board so they could see that everyone was sticking to this game and they are putting the money into the game and it's not just going to dip out after a week. They went for a full 1.0 release back in February, and honestly, I think it's the best decision they made. Now, peak numbers do gain and drop. They went from, I think, 3,000. Let's see. I want to test this loot all button. I haven't done that yet. They went from, I think, 3,500 peak. There it is. Boom. And now, I'm so pleased they did that. Thank you, guys. And now it's like, I don't know. They're working on it so often now. They're putting patches out there so often. I can tell you a week ago, the light was instantaneous, one to the other, and now it's gradually getting there. The shadows are much longer as well, dawn and dusk. I don't know. I think it looks kind of pretty. I think they're definitely getting there, and I think they keep practicing on the next iteration of whatever patch they do next. It's only going to get better. So if I'm going to get silver ore, I have to go and get proper silver ore nodes down in the meadow or something, I guess. But you see how on the quests, it says on there, kill level 100, level 75 creatures. You can't kill 100 level 100 creatures, even though they're above the 75 threshold. They have to be 75. And I just say that now because I went off with the same mission before, thinking, well, if I kill level 100 creatures and grind away on them for a while, it should be just as good, right? But it's not. So that could be a good thing if they change that to, look, we're going to put 100 level 75 creatures, but put level 75 or above. I think that way, those that are still grinding away on the level 100 stuff, which I'm doing for my weapon experience and character experience, then at least you're going to actually make that count. So, yeah. And I also like the fact that it's giving you, so get 10 silver ore. That's forcing you into certain areas, which makes you explore, I mean, let's face it, if you weren't much of a miner and you wanted to start getting these quests, the same as the other quests, I can't get them. Well, I could if I purchased the fish and stuff like that, but I don't pick them up because I don't have those skills. I don't, but you get a lot of experience off the ones, the quests you pick up from town. So it's definitely worth getting. Alright. How's our mining going? We're going to level up, aren't we? It's 51. So we're at 51 mining now, guys. Now, I want to check. We're going to go to mining on this. Yep. Mining. Look what I can now get. I can get sulfur now. So I don't have to just run away from the sulfur. I can get the goddamn sulfur! Now, I was level 30 mining yesterday evening. So, and I've done maybe 4 hours of mining since then. And I can tell you that because I get the buff from town every time. We're getting sulfur. Woohoo! So, all I can say is, the buffs are worth it. And I've proven that myself by just doing what I'm doing now. Now, I want to see if this, the elixir that I bought, if it makes a difference. So that's dropped off now. I'll get a couple of nodes without it and see what XP I get. And then I'm going to do a couple of nodes with it and see if there's a difference. And that's the master elixir. Alright, so it's the professional. And I think I'm hoping that I was right, but it does actually make a difference. But look, now we can run towards anything that's yellow. It doesn't matter if it's sulfur now because we can bloody get it. So sulfur and gold, there we go. Doesn't matter anymore. Alright, so this is without the elixir. 508. Alright, with 1023 I'm a buff there. So 508. Consistently 508. What we do now is we race around and hopefully this will just prove that it's the same. It doesn't make any difference. Whatever you do, it doesn't make. If you mine iron, it gets exactly the same XP, so it doesn't make a difference. But all right, and I'll prove that. All right, we'll get 508 for the sulfur. I'm going to hit once. All right, so 508. Now I'm going to take one of those elixirs and slurp that down. Where are you? There we go. All right, so it's 508. Now let's see what we get. Probably 508 again. No, 176. I guess I'm not going to... Oh, there. 583. There you go. So it does make a difference. Get your master elixirs and buy them. If you want to power level stuff, you need master elixirs. You need buffed. You need to be within your clan area. Get your clan area into a PvP zone. Get your own personal altar. Doesn't have to be in PvP area, but it makes a difference, guys. This is how you level your characters up. Get your power leveling up. Get your buffs on. So as I say, all you need to do, go across, go to the store, buy your package, alright? They've got 25% off right now. So you want all three of these. You can get them on the 15-day if you wish, or the 30-day. Get those, and then also get your elixir, and then obviously it's important where you actually place your altar, alright? Put your clan altar into a PvP zone, as ours is, and also your personal altar. You want to put that in the same sort of zone area as well. Do that, and then you'll be cooking. You will be able to get massive experience. Now you'll see with the lights getting a bit bright now. All right, so dawn is here. Yes, she is. And as the sun comes up over the top, look how bright it is. I know I suppose it's fairly realistic, but there's being realistic and then there's being that's a bit too much. And I've played with all the settings to knock them down. Trust me, I've played with all of them, and I get that if you're in a valley like this now, for example, and the sun's behind the hill, you're going to get a bit of a glare when you go up and go out of it. So maybe this is where it's going to stay, but maybe turn the actual brightness level down a couple of notches. It's just a little bit too overwhelming. Every day isn't a bright sunny day. Alright? So you can see now the length of the shadows quite clear now. You can see they're really stretching out. And I'm only down to 22 frames right now. I have everything on ultra, guys. I have my OBS studio running on the same PC. You know, I have a lot of stuff going on here right now. So, but my frames pretty much affected by my GPU. I've got the 7800X. But you run with what you can afford, guys. And not enough subscribers to buy me a new one yet. Working on it, right? I'm trying to be a bit more frequent in the streams. I'm trying to put more content out there so we can get more viewers. I do have a Discord, so I'm perhaps thinking that maybe I'll put the Discord up so people can come and chat as well. That could be good too. Maybe put it subscribers only. I don't know. But we need some interaction with the community. I know a lot of people jump on Kick. A lot of people jump on Twitch. We've got people on X watching, which is great. I love it. But a little bit of interaction would be nice. And that's why I play this. I play this for the social aspect of it as well, not just because it's just a good MMO, which it is. But I play for the social aspect. That's why I enjoy MMORPGs. Right now, you can see I've got the multi-chat open for my OBS, so I can't see everything that's going on in the world, which is fine by me because a lot of it is bullshit talk, but you know, every game's like that. So yeah, it's a little bit too washed out and bright there. Look, like I say, I have played with the settings. I just can't seem to. Oops. I just can't seem to get it. Or it's just that it's just too washed out. I can increase the contrast on that. So if I just go down to my settings, oops. And I go there, so I can go down here and increase the contrast slightly, which it looks alright, you know. Makes it a bit more yellow though, but I think that also seems to increase how much brighter it is as well. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Is there another setting I'm missing? Is there something I'm missing? I don't know. I just find it very difficult to see a lot of the nodes that I'm trying to hunt for because every rock is shining, you know, because of the sun. So I can be running around missing loads of nodes. I obviously won't miss the blue ones, but iron and stuff. I mean, that's washout. I can't see anything. And until the sun kind of gets higher, that's the way it's going to be. Which is a bit of a shame. We're at 583 now on the standard mining piece there now, so it's great. I'm thinking maybe I should upgrade mine too. Just make it another level up so it gets bigger and bigger every time. I've got a small castle right now, which it's a keep really. But maybe I should upgrade it, make it bigger, make it really full-on castle mode kind of thing. I'm not going to be able to see gold very easy, or sulfur. I can see iron sometimes, but that's very, very washed out. And I think that change only came in yesterday on the new patch. So kudos, guys, working on that. I really do appreciate that. It's just slightly too bright. You can't even see the clouds now. It's just white. Alright, so we just need that slightly toned down a bit because it's a bit too much, I think. I cannot see any node apart from the blue ones right now, so I'm probably missing a ton. I think in the next sort of like 10 minutes of gameplay it should ease off as the sun rises. It'd be nice if they implemented weather as well, wouldn't it? That's the other thing, that would be cool. Like little weather events, so it start raining a little bit. I'm sure that's coming. I can guarantee that's coming. Come on, every game has bloody weather events like that, right? Get some rain on there. Have a look at Grey Zone Warfare. The way they do their rain, it's fucking amazing. I love it. So realistic. I think that uses Unreal Engine 5 as well, so. I haven't played for a while. I haven't even researched it. I just know I used to love playing it. I've not put any content out for it yet, but that's coming another day as well, guys. I'm definitely going to do some Grey Zone Warfare again because I want to see what all the changes are, because they've been putting lots of changes in. I'm also going to be looking at some point Ark Survival Ascended, because we have new maps on there that are available now, so I need to jump on that at some point. I need, like, get me 200 subscribers and I'll go professional. I'll just quit my job and we'll just do this. How's that sound? Do this all day, every day, different games, having fun. But we need some subscribers. I'd do this professionally. I'm putting money into it. I just purchased another original green screen. Actually, it's going to go behind me. Because I kind of like... I don't know, I kind of like that with my image that isn't sort of right in your face, but I have my own logo as well in the background, which is quite nice, I think. If it's off-putting, let me know, and we'll review it, but no one said anything negative around it, so we're keeping it there for now. I mean, I'd love to go into like the merchandising as well. I think my logo is quite nice now. I don't know, kind of. This is the Comfy Casuals logo that I'm wearing at the moment because of the guild. and that's where I reside most of the time. But I think as I grow the channel, I'd like to maybe get the Nitro on Discord and play around on that for a while, because at the moment my streams are quite low quality on my own Discord. I think it's 720p maybe. And obviously if I go onto the Guild Discord, which is a paid one, I think they have Nitro, that one, the quality is way better on the streams. So and I'm going to try not to look at my skills for a while, guys. I'm just going to keep on ploughing away, because I think if you keep, it's like watching them paint dry, I guess. You keep looking at the skills and they're going up slow, and it's like, you know. So I think it's good just to ignore them for a while and just keep doing it. Just keep plugging away, and when you look at it, it'll be a surprise, right? And yes, it does tell you at the bottom, but I try to ignore that a little bit as well. It does tell you at the bottom when you're going up. I needed to see the sulfur one, so I can get once I've got 50 on the mining, which is great. So now we can do sulfur. Cobalt, I can smelt. Yes, it will be very nice when I can get the mithril, because then I can make a battleship. At the moment, I think I can make a frigate. I think that's the maximum I can go to. Because a frigate lets you have it, but less guns on it, I guess. I don't know. I see them, and you can put guns on them and that kind of thing. And I think, honestly, if I do get one, and I'm not sure about the look of it, I think I'll probably just buy them skins, because them skins are sick. We have got 15 minutes left on this buff, guys, so I think what I'm going to do is I tried to do a caravan yesterday, and that's when they put the servers down when I was halfway through it, and I lost all my stock. So my money's a little bit low right now. Oh, there's another gone, so I need to get a bunch of axes. So I'm down to 57 million, guys, and I know there's content creators out there with literally billions. Well, if I was a professional content creator, I'm sure I would have too, you know, but I don't. I'm hoping that people are just coming along here for the chit-chat bullshit that I come out with most of the day when I'm chatting away, playing the game. It keeps my ADHD sort of focused, I guess, in these games, and chatting away to myself as well. Kind of, yeah, I do that anyway, so it kind of works. We'll see if. We'll see if we get that Discord going. Maybe we can get some people coming in there and chatting there. Now I do go onto the guild chats and create channels in there, and we do chat in there. I've just noticed a lot of people are off at the moment. I think they're playing Enshrouded and things like that at the moment, and BDO. Mining's at 52. But for me, I'm happy staying here. Honestly, I know people can get burnout in certain games, and it happens quite frequently. I've played a lot of games, but again, I'm just having fun. Let's just check the map where we are, because I don't want to go too far away from my own area, so I'm going to actually start heading west. Keeping west across there, towards Westeros. In that movie. TV series. Yeah. But if we head down towards the water a bit more, we get a lot of the stuff out as we run around. And I do have a map, yes, I do have maps that show me pretty much where the clusters are, but I'm not using them right now, I'm just running around having fun. I don't know, I like more, I guess. I need more iron, so we get the iron. But right now, because of the washout on the screen, I can't kind of see all of it the way I want to be. It's a bit too bright, so I'm kind of having problems actually seeing the nodes. It's kind of frustrating. But I know one thing, I'll be able to sell cobalt ingots as well if once I make my ship. Start selling cobalt ingots, because everyone needs them for shipbuilding, so... Steel ingots seem to be the thing as well. People are buying all the steel ingots they can get hold of right now. Maybe that's because they're armor crafting or weapon crafting. I guess they're using them. That's my guess. I don't have either of those skills, so, and I don't know that I will or not. I don't know. I mean, you can do all the skills on one character. That's what's wonderful about this game. You don't have to like focus just on one skill. You can get that skill up to 100 and then you can switch to another one and start leveling going on the same character. So, you know, you don't have to have multiple characters. You can have one crafter, and that way you can run around an area and get everything you need from one area. And plus, I would have thought things like the adamantite and stuff like that is going to be used in, I guess, in jewelry making? I don't know. I was running down. Bit washed out. Can't see him properly, sorry. Alright, mining, come on, we're getting it. 583 per hit now. And we're at 1,176 for that as well. That's nice. That's nice, folks. I wish I could have got the better master elixir, but unfortunately, like I say, the only one I could get, the best I could get was the blue one. It's just not much, but it's better than nothing. Now I do have elixirs that make me gather quicker, but I'm so sure that it's faster gathering here. Doesn't seem to be. Might be wrong. Might just use an elixir and find out with that one, see if it makes it faster. Right? Back to where we used to be. I think I can stay within teleport range. I think that's what you have to get your clan and individual experience on your altars. So. Oh, and plus, this is giving me horse experience as well, running around my horse. It's giving me experience on my horse, so my mount will actually level up as I'm running around too. So, hey, win-win. What can you say on that one? I'm happy with that. I mean, I know we've got a load of rare horses that have been bred 3-3 max at the moment. 32 and I know you can purchase the resets so that they actually go back to 0. Because I think horses you can do 3 breeds. But from what I'm seeing, a lot of people are just getting rares back. Where you'd hope if you get, you know, you might have a chance of getting legendary. I think you do have a small chance of getting legendary. And once you're on a legendary mount, I'm sorry, but that's a showstopper how fast they move. It's absolutely crazy. I think mine's rare. In fact, I know it is. Yeah, so he's a rare. Level 19 right now. And if I breed that with another rare, there's a chance that I'll get a legendary. That might be worth doing. I think it's like 180 V coins to reset the horses, I think. Again, another quality of life purchase you can make. There are a lot of them there. Oh, we got other treasure ships, we'll take that. Especially now it's loot all. Come on now. Take all. Boom. We love that. Oh, that's so good. I like that. Let's click him. Any game where there's less clicking is quality of life. Any game, as far as I'm concerned. 6 minutes left on the buff, guys, and then I will be doing a caravan, so just want to let you know, give you the heads up. I have to do some caravans, I have to get the money together, so got another legendary bee, which is nice. Some beehives out. Wonderful. Right, let's get up there. Come on, we're going to see if we can get a nice clutch of stuff. A nice little cluster of them. Just to finalise that last bit of the buff's still alive. I'm going to go down there. Looks like right, don't we? It might just be a stone. This is what I'm saying. It's so bright right now, it's really hard to tell. But that looks like sulphur stone. Gold. Sulphur is. Oh, there's 2 cobalts over there I can see. This is it, yes. We've got the clusters, we've got the cobalt here, we've got the gold or sulfur there, we've got 5 minutes to go. This is good. I think you have to craft your cannons and your cannonballs as well. So we'll see on that one as well later on. I'm getting pretty close now to the point where I can actually go and craft the ship, so we've just got to keep pushing away a little bit. I need some more ingots, I think. I don't know how many ingots I actually made. I think you need 200, I think. But again, I'll check that one again. All those mats, it's not going to be a cheap teleport, that's for sure. So, gold or so, it's very hard to see. Come on! If we can just get those so they're not so bright, then we'll definitely be able to see the nodes much easier, I think. See that? Is that gold? I think it is. Right. And there's nothing I can do to tone it down. I really have tried. I'm going to try again. One more try. See, if you turn your micro shadows off, you can do that. All that kind of stuff. Turn the FSR up. Don't use DLSL. Okay. Should we take the sharpening down a bit, maybe? I don't know. Doesn't affect anything. Anti-aliasing. Let's try FXAA. Makes no difference on there. Keeps AA on. Ambient oculization. That makes it brighter, I think. Behind me, I noticed that. Space screen reflections. That takes the reflections off the water. That doesn't do much on that one. Shadow quality, we can turn that off. And I don't think it changes anything, honestly. Shadow range, we can reduce it right down, but it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change the brightness. Contact shadows doesn't change anything. Micro shadows change the shadows around you in the real close vicinity. Depth of field's on. Vindicating, that changes as well. I know that does change the brightness. Change that. That makes... I'm sorry, but the gamma one changes nothing. I've noticed that. It does nothing. Contrast, you can take that right down. Maximum colour. That's kind of nice. They designed it to be a 0/0. Saturation, we can take that down and go black and white, which is kind of interesting. Or we can put it right up and say, ooh, that's so orange. Orange, it looks like Donald Trump's running around here. So I like kind of about there, so you get a nice texture difference, but it's just too bright. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep on going about it until they fix it. The devs do watch the streams, especially from the content creators, so hopefully one of them will see this and they can see it. I mean, I'm sure they play it. They can see the difference themselves. But it's just too bright. I can't even see the area where I'm into. And it's just in the desert down here. I've noticed it's worse in the desert. But come on, really? I can't see, like, anywhere just then. I can just about see that this is cobalt down here, but the washout effect is just too much. One minute left. And then we're going to head back to base. I'm going to run. So I don't want to use my teleports up. But I don't see any more up here right now. So that's it. The buff is gone. Now I'll show you the difference in the buff. If I get something there. So we'll get what? 508? 1128 or something? I guess it's my profession really that's playing the difference, not the mining, so it's my smelting that's getting done. It's getting done. This is getting almost unplayable because of how bright it is. What do you think, guys? I mean, is that just way too bright or what? I mean, that's just, I can't. It's going to give me a headache. Too much. It's just too washed out. God, I hope they fix that soon, because that's going to cause problems. I think people will get because of how bright it is. It makes all that work they're putting in for the textures and stuff like that. It makes it all a waste of time because you can't fucking see them. Right, almost there. Almost there. We'll get this one here, I think, and then we're going to just run directly back. And if we come across anything on the way, I'll just pick it up. We haven't got that far to go. Going to get to the other side of the water over there, but look how washed out and bright that is. Smelting's still going up. That's good. That's good. .417 mining now, guys, look. Now all that buff's worn off. So we've got about 100 and so left. Quite a lot less, really. But. So that's the town buff gone, but we've still got the elixir running at the moment, which is expression based as well, so we'll just leave that on. Once that runs out, it'll run out in a minute, and we've got 1 minute and 40 seconds that will run. So. It's 8:20 AM game time. I'm when the washout's going to stop. I'm going to stop talking about it. I know I'm pissing people off, I'm sure. Tucked away inside a rock there. That's what I was looking for. I just couldn't see it. I just ran past it, I think. Run down the hook here and then go back up. And I know there is actually some stuff we can pick up on the way. Usually I get the gold and I get the iron and stuff like that. So there should be a few clusters actually that we're going to go through in a minute. I can't see them right now. Sulfur on the way back there, that's great. Happy with that. Mine's at 53. Yeah, we've seen some good progress over the last day, for sure. Don't forget guys, we're going to start getting content creators are going to get giveaways soon as well. We can start giving giveaways to our communities. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit follow. And yeah, we'll be giving those away. To our subscribers, we'll be giving the game away. We'll be giving the nice loot drops away, whatever they're giving us. It's all coming. It's all coming. I always find it good when games do give giveaways, so the community sort of benefits just from watching the streamers, which is great. That's investing in your content creators, so I like that. Put the bees into the little box over here. Actually, I don't need to keep carrying those. I will be putting them in there. We've got three there. That's 4 we've got now, and we've got a whole bunch of rares by this time. So we've got 4 more bees. We just need to find more resources for the cleaning, I guess. My character's not even that tall. The door is pretty close to the top of his head. bunch of smelters out top. The good ones. I think you're allowed 4, right, in each one? So it's craft. What am I missing? Iron ore. Ah! Resinous hardwood. Okay. Shit. Oh no, I'm cooking my iron. Just let it go, and we'll go AFK here. Well, you know what I do want to do was we have to rock them. Streamerbot. Streamerbot allows me now to add session. Should work. Ah, there we go. Drop the link. Yeah, there you go. So Grok's up live on our channel, guys. Witty. Curses more than I do. Grok's there. What I also need to do is... I'll tell you what, I have so many windows open, guys, all the time. let's have a look. I do want to make sure that, I mean, I've got these cooking, all three of them going. I don't want to be carrying too much weight around. So I think I'll be dropping these. See, it's rare materials. I need to process the prismite as well. Doing some mining and it picked that up. So what do we got here? We've got copper. Alright, so your copper ingots there. We've got sulfur, haven't made anything. Silver and iron. So we've got silver there. Iron, well, iron's there. Then we're going to have gold ore. Then we're going to have start to process stuff. I need another box. Stuff done. Obsidian. Materials. This as well. I don't know. I don't think I need these in here, honestly. Box. Let's get another box real quick. I have another one made. Two made actually. I'm going to put it next to it. I know it's looking a bit full around here. That's why I wonder if I should increase the size of my base. Let's put all our raw, totally raw materials. So our building materials, raw materials. Let's do that. More books. We tend to pick up a lot of books. Tier, arcane stuff, so it's just basically the spear. That's in there. The spear. All the arcane ones in life because I'm using them. Last man's shield, like level 60. Need to sell that. I've got all this stuff I need to get where I put that back in the box at the top. Start by putting the bees outside. Bees. There we go. Focus them away. Yeah.